Hi everybody and welcome to this second in a series of videos from Black Cat Promotions, interviewing some of the artists that we're having performing with us or over the next year at least, I'm sure, judging by the schedule of what we're doing. So we have a marvellous lineup for you, and we have it in the way that we're actually going to be doing the gig. So not only do we have the headline performer, we also have the support with us today. So please welcome the amazing Lady Nade and Misty River, or Carmen from Misty River. How are you both doing? Great to see you.
Hey there. Hello.
Yeah, doing good, thanks. Great to see you too, Nick. I've not got to collect a capo off you this meeting.
Yes, I will be at the show. I have the capo. It is floating around the studio somewhere. I don't know if it's in my capo, but yes, it's there. I have not forgotten.
I had an idea this week, guys, for a capo subscription because I lose them all the time and I break them all the time. And that was my plan, that you just get one delivered like every 2 weeks.
Well, I don't know if your mothers ever did this, but when I was very, very young and used to lose gloves, my mother would like tie like string to my gloves and then roll them through my jacket so that you wouldn't lose your gloves. I think there should be some sort of like capo glove type string arrangement, like so that you never lose it. So that was my plan. Maybe we'll put them together. Well, we've got a whole new business plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I didn't have to collect a capo from you, so I said I don't have to, but it seems that you still have a capo of mine.
I've got two of that sort.
Ew!
I'm sure. And I'm sure that one of them is yours, like because I've got a G7 and like two of that style. So I'm sure, and maybe I don't know, maybe it's yours.
I thought I collected them the last time I came, but I've left another one behind in the process. I really appreciate that string, actually, Nick.
You left your makeup at Green Note the last time you did a show.
Yeah.
And then you left the capo, and I was going to send it to you, and it never happened. So I think that's the story. Like, really, this is really interesting musical chats, everybody, isn't it? Welcome to the reality of music or performing music for a living.
You'll have a nicer time if you just come to the shows and listen to the music. Yeah. Really, we're just boring human beings that talk about stuff.
Shut up and sing.
There's a bit of latency, so I keep on accidentally talking over one of you. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
This is sort of the folk interregnum, isn't it? Whereas we chat between tunes about everything. Anyway, so with that lovely segue, Nade, you are playing Spock for Black Cat Promotions on next Thursday. Now that date is when? I can't remember the calendar. So it is currently the 10th of June. So in a week's time, because it's Thursday today, isn't it? So 17th of June, and you're going to be promoting your new album. Is that correct? Or certainly new singles you've got out. I know that for a fact.
Yes, I'm going to be promoting my new album. It's my album release show in London. I've got 3, and that's the kickoff to the 3, and that's going to be at St Pancras Church with Black Cat Promotions, and the wonderful Misty River is going to be opening the show. And I'm really excited. As you say, Nick, I've released a couple of singles, and I'm really looking forward to seeing people live in person again. Really marks this emotional sort of turning point to the dark times that we've all been in.
Is this your first sort of post? I know we're sort of still in lockdown a little bit, but obviously the rules got relaxed. Is this your sort of first show, sort of pretty much since lockdown began last year, live show?
No, there was I think it was in spring when it was after the second lockdown, and I played a few socially distant shows then. And that's what I mean by darkness. We kind of then went back into the dark. So it's nice to just sort of come out into the light again. Let's hopefully we'll stay there this time.
So is the album being actually released next week? Is that or is it, when is the album release date?
Yeah, my album release date is June the 18th, next Friday. So in London on Thursday, Bridport on Friday, and Bristol, my hometown, on Saturday to celebrate.
St George's, yeah, is that right, in Bristol?
I am, and I'm playing Bridport Art Centre on Friday.
Excellent. Well, what we'll do is we'll stick those ticket links to all of those 3 shows in the comments box down below, so you'll get anybody who wants to go and see Nade at a different place. Obviously, really, you should all be coming to Spot, but if you don't want to travel from Bridport to London, you know, we'll let it go, and we'll you can sort of find some tickets through the ticket links down below. And obviously, you have the amazing Misty River in support. How do you guys know each other? Or do you?
Have we actually met in person before yet, Misty?
I was just trying to work that out.
Well,
I'm not sure. I maybe not.
I know you through the Americana scene, and I've been following your work. I was introduced to the Americana music scene through singing with my pal Yola, and I discovered your music through Americana, the Americana UK scene. And yeah, I've just been a fan of your work, and I'm a huge fan of bringing women in music together. So and giving a platform for female voices and talent. And so I really wanted to have female openers for my tour, and yeah, create a safe environment where, you know, us women can come together and celebrate womanhood. So I've seen you. I don't think we've met in person, but you know, I listened to your music. You know, I've added you to my Spotify playlists. I follow you on social media, and then when the opportunity came up to have support, to have opening, I was like, Misty.
I'm so flattered, and actually that was funny because I was trying to think, have I met you? Because I know we've done a couple of things online, and same that I'm sort of a fan and following you, but I think the reason that I think I've met you is because actually I saw you play at the 100 Club with Yola, a friend of mine who's a friend of hers, brought me along. And I was just blown away, and the whole crowd is completely mesmerized. And I was like, who is this person? So that's how come I think I know you, because I'm doing that thing where you're an audience member and you're really into it, and then you feel like you really got to know the person, which is nice. And you know, you're that kind of an intimate performer in a way that I think you're very honest and warm, and so people do get that feeling that they know you. So I'll stop the stalky behavior, but yeah, I'm really excited to be invited to play along. And yeah, it just seems like a positive and lovely evening. And I'm loving the new record. I keep singing Willing all the time, which I love, but it's like it's going around my head a lot. But that's only a good thing, right?
Thank you. You're making me blush. I don't know if you can see it, but I've gone red now. That's really nice.
I just always blame it on the lighting. I'm particularly pink with this camera. So Misty River's got a new album in the offing. Is that kind of, no, there's a beautiful video for the single that I was watching yesterday.
Right, yeah.
70s sort of vibe, and really, really cool. And there's an album in the offing, so it says. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so the album, it's taken a little while to sort of pull it together because it was nearly done, and then we hit pandemic, and that obviously changed the scope of how we would do things. But actually, you know, that thing about one door closing and another opening. So it sort of opened me up a lot more to sort of working remotely with people, which isn't something that I ever thought possible. So most of it has been recorded sort of together when we could and when the lockdowns would ease. But some of it, you know, I basically use it as an opportunity to ask some of my favorite musicians. So I've had stuff sent from Nashville, and I've been working with some guys up in Sheffield, and you know, I just actually was just in the studio in Sheffield with Chris, who did loads of work on the record, but that mixing it. But that's the first time I'd met him, so it's a slightly different way of working. But I'm really happy with the results. And so yeah, so the next thing that's happening is 2nd of July is the next single release, which is "Walk Me to the River," with the album slated for early October, and that's called Promises. So that's my first album actually, so it'd be quite nice to have a body of work out there, I guess, for people to laugh at. No.
Singing along as if the video and the single that are up on Misty River's website is anything to go by, I think it's going to be an absolute stonker. It's really, really, really lovely. And obviously, for those of you who may not know Lady Nade, go back and check the back catalogue, because that is absolutely fantastic. And I've worked with Nade 3 or 4 times, I think, mixing shows, and it's always an absolute blast. So there is a lot to be looking forward to there for next Friday when that album drops. So we're going to move on to some music. So thank you both, coming from Misty River and Lady Nade. Do follow the links that are in the comment section down below. You can find out more about these artists, find out more about some of the gigs Black Cat Promotions are putting on over the course of the next 12 months. Sit back, listen to the music, and come and buy some tickets. Hope to see you at a show soon. Thank you guys, it's been great to see you.
Great to talk to you.
Thank you very much. This song's called Rock Bottom. It's the 8th track on my brand new album, Willing. It's about self-deception of addiction and departure from reality, driving that impulse to drink. Whiskey, breath, bottles and pills. I find you on the floor again, face down, picking up the pieces of broken glass. You've lied to me, crossed the line. I thought I knew you in your decline. You've hit rock bottom, love, just an illusion. You thought you were fine, a nosedive, falling so hard, riddles and scars, trying to swim against the tide, comatized. You've lied to me, crossed the line. I thought I knew you in your decline. You've hit rock bottom, love, just an illusion. You thought you were fine, I thought you were fine. Another broken promise, another truthful, a little lie. You've hit rock